Hello there ladies and gentlemen, what's up? Pork Chopper here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new hero Drongo, which has been officially revealed in a quick short trailer like always. So in this video we're going to be covering the trailer and going through all his abilities, slow motioning all the moments we actually see these abilities in action, and also giving my opinion on this hero, how he will fit in the current meta and how his abilities will really help him. Like with every hero, he will be completely free to play and he will be available on August the 29th. So who is Drongo? Well, Drongo is the master of the scrapyard and has a tool for every situation. Though living in the chem waste of Amida has affected his mind and has only made him more fearless and gives him a keen sense of blowing things up. Now if you've seen the full trailer, you know he looks absolutely crazy and definitely has a Borderlands vibe, which I am a huge fan of Borderlands, so that's definitely a good thing there. But he does remind us he's linked to the lore of Iggy and Scorch. Iggy and Scorch with his crazy laugh and everything is a bit crazy, and so is Drongo. And we know they're linked because Iggy got his equipment from Drongo's workshop, so that sort of works there. Drongo is going to be a marauder, attacker, zoner and sieger, so he's mainly going to be a carry kind of hero, the same as a Twin Blast or Murdoch. So now let's go into his abilities. First we have Rad Rounds. Load Drongo's revolver with uranium tipped bullets. Landing attacks applies stacking radiation, which deals burst damage after a delay. So this is going to be a really interesting ability, which basically makes his basic attacks do a little bit more damage. Now the way it says landing attacks applies stacking radiation really works in with his lore. Of course he comes from the wasteland, radiation is going to be his thing. It deals burst damage after a delay, so I presume you'll deal your straight up basic attack damage, and then after maybe a 1 or 2 second delay, then the burst damage will come in. This won't be a damage over time thing, it will just be a straight up number. So it's going to be sort of similar to Zinx's Kitty Claws, I believe its ability is called, where it does slow damage over time from her basic attack, but it's all going to be in one chunk. But of course if you land multiple basic attacks, it will stack the radiation. A very simple ability that's just going to generally increase his damage. We don't know if it's going to be ability or basic damage to radiation, but I presume it's going to be ability because that kind of makes sense. The next ability is Old Rusty. Drongo throws his trusty boomerang, dealing damage and slowing enemies hit. The boomerang will deal damage on the way out and when it returns to him. So there's a lot of questions with this ability. What's the unit range of this? Can it go around corners like boomerangs can? You know, what are really the limitations of this ability? I generally believe it's going to be one of those things where you're going to sort of have to aim again with compared to Zinx. Zinx has that disc which basically you have to directly hit someone with to stun them. I presume it's going to be the same here but with a longer radius. So it's pretty much going to go in somewhat of a straight curved line. You're going to have to aim it, you're going to have to throw it. If it hits someone, it does damage and slows them, and of course it will come all the way back in some sort of full circle back to you. So it's going to be one of those things you're definitely going to have to aim and time correctly, and I'm sure can be some amazing plays if you can hit multiple heroes with it. Then we have Gag Grenade. Throw a tear gas grenade to a target location, and upon exploding it creates a silence field. Enemies will not be able to use any abilities while inside the gas. This is the second actual silence ability we've ever had in Paragon, of course Richter having the first. So this ability is the thing that's going to make him really unique in my eyes from the other carries. I really like what this can potentially give him. It definitely does make him that Sonar and Sieger which they have stated he will be. If you're near a tower defending it or attacking the tower, you can throw this down and anyone who stays in this gas will be silenced and can be a really good escape tool as well. He doesn't really have any escape options except from his ultimate, so he's going to be in some tricky situations, and being able to throw that gag grenade down definitely means that he may be just able to get the way because the enemies have to pass through the gag grenade and are silenced and can't use abilities to catch Drongo up. I presume what's going to happen with this ability is once you throw it down, it explodes and will do some sort of damage, but will also give enemies a few seconds maybe to react to this, because once of course it goes off and explodes, they will be silenced. So I presume you'll be able to throw it, and of course it's going to be really fun to see the enemy team disperse from that area. Going to be a really good zoning tool there, but of course we don't know the duration of the silence, the unit radius of it as well. We're going to have to all wait till Tuesday, August the 29th to find out that. Then his ultimate is Shrapnel Cannon. Drongo unleashes his cannon full of shrapnel, dealing a huge burst damage in front of him, which shreds armor and knocks back close enemies. The blast is so powerful that Drongo himself is knocked back by this ability. You see this multiple times in the trailer, which I will be showing now, so definitely looks like a blast, you know, pun intended, of an ability. So this is sort of combos with his kit quite nicely. It can be used to be escaped or help you get into an elevated position. Maybe you've overextended or the team is really grouping up with you, you can use this to push them back. Well, that means maybe you can push yourself up to a better elevated position, maybe like in the mid lane, you've dropped down to the river bus, there's a Grux there, you're not going to die, you can quickly use this ultimate and then push yourself back up to the mid lane. Stuff like that is going to be really cool and some interesting combinations, but it also can work really well with his kit. You can throw a gag grenade down and maybe the enemies go through the gag grenade, get silenced, but then pass it and still want to attack you. Then you can use shrapnel cannon to push them all the way back into that gag grenade again to silence them even further, getting more distance between you and them. And again, he is a carry, so he's going to be doing a lot of damage with his basic attacks. And you also could use old Rusty, so you can throw your boomerang and slow them while they're in the gag grenade. So there's definitely a lot of combinations with his kit, which is going to be definitely interesting to do with old Rusty, gag grenade and shrapnel cannon. I simply cannot wait to play him out. Now, as for builds, pretty much every carry is always going to be 99% of the time chaos and death, which is a bit of a problem version 42 has with carries in my eyes. I just feel there's, even though Epic didn't want it, it feels like you really only need to pick those 2 affinities. Just the other 3 affinities have options for carries, but I feel again he's going to be that kind of hero which you just want to build a lot of damage and chaos and death do that for him. Saying that, with his sort of possibilities, he definitely could fit in a few other roles too, with his silence and his general poking capabilities and sort of CC with his shrapnel cannon. I definitely feel he can maybe even be a little bit of a caster, like Revenant can be and Grim can be sort of a caster. I definitely think he can maybe fit into that role, but that's, you know, something we're going to have to find out later down the line once we can play him. But thank you all very much for watching this video. Do let me know what you think of Drongo. Do you like him so far? Do you like his kit so far? Do you not like it? What do you think of him? Let me know down in the comments below, and I will see you all next time.